ateliér automatik a je to jakoby stroj na portréty. Je to něco jako fotoautomat, ale kreslený fotoautomat. Zákazník, máme kartičku zákaznickou, kde si člověk označí, v jakém prostředí chce být zachycen, vhodí ho do stroje a stroj ho pak nakreslí a vypadne mu pak taková kartička barevná nebo černobílá s jeho vlastním autentickým portrétem. To je tajný, tam jsou jakoby, je to stroj, takže to tam prostě se automaticky nakreslí.
I really like it. It feels the same kind of atmosphere like we have in our studio. Plenty of kids and dogs and nice laid-back feeling. It's the kind of festival I really enjoy. I think for me it's if the story is something that really connects with people, that's really about emotions that everybody feels. After that it doesn't really matter about the style or the medium or where the setting is. If it's a story that has characters that mean something to people, the emotions are universal, I guess. Just kind of where I grew up, and looking back as I get older, I look back more and more on what we maybe lost from the old ways in Ireland, and I think it's the same story all over the world. So I think it's something, like I talked about with the last question, pretty universal. People are losing a little bit of connection of where they came from and with nature, so it's nice to remind, especially kids. I think it would be difficult for me to work like the directors in the US that work for a big company and they're kind of the boss but they're not the boss. I like to be also the producer and the studio owner and the director. That way I have much more say in how the movie is made. I like tattoos, and I'm interested by the fact that the word picture comes from the Pictish people in Ireland and Scotland. Before the Celts we had people that the Romans discovered and they were completely covered in tattoos. So I like to get tattoos with these Pictish carvings. Some says my wife's name in the old alphabet, and this says love in Old Gaelic. So it's an old alphabet before the Romans. This was our alphabet.
Stabilita je krátky animovaný film. Na Fest Anči je to jeho celosvetová premiéra a je urobený takou originálnou technikou kresba kriedou na čiernu tabulu, stop motion. Je to o vyrovnanosti mladej hrdinky, ktorá odíde z rodičovského domu do cudzieho prostredia, tam stretne mladého muža, zaľúbi sa a uvidíme, čo sa bude diať ďalej.
Danka prišla s nejakým nápadom, a ten nápad spočíval v tom, že by chcela k tomu filmu, že tam nebudú žiadne dialógy, tie postavy majú pridelené nástroje, všetky zvuky, ktoré tam sú, a ktoré aj vyzerajú realisticky ako zvukársky, sa sú odvodené od nástrojov. Že všetko je robené na 4 nástrojoch, na flaute, klarinetoch, violončele a viole.
Aj celý ten film je taká kombinácia autorského obrazu, ktorý je vytvorený takou výtvarnou technikou a zase veľmi originálnej hudobnej zložky. Že obidve tie zložky sa navzájom tak doplňajú.
This work of mine shows how it is to be civilian in war, to be regular people. When you are starving, when you are wounded, when you are sick, when you are depressed, and you still need to cope with it to survive. The genre was not important, the topic was important. We want to participate in a story to evoke or raise certain emotions. We are hungry for emotions, right? And we knew that presenting war from civilian perspective would be or should be very emotional. Otherwise it would be shallow and the entire message would be wasted.
We didn't really actually plan anything. I mean, what people saw on stage was improvisation. I mean, I trusted whatever you wanted to do. So I mean, there was no restrictions that you have to follow that, or you know.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, pretty live, you know, like because like yeah, pretty interactive in a way. So like.